11 IPOs opening this week. Should you subscribe? The IPO market is buzzing right now. As many as 11 mainboard IPOs are set to open for public bidding this week between September 22 and September 26 to raise more than Rs 7,000 crore from the capital markets. Watch this video till the end to know all the details about each of these IPOs, key dates to remember, and what the latest GMP trends suggest. Before we dive in, let's take a look at the IPO calendar this week. September 22. The mainboard IPOs of Atlanta Electricals and Ganesh Consumer Products opens. At the same time, the mainboard IPO of iValue Info Solutions closes. September 23, Seshaasai Technologies IPO, Jaro Education IPO, Solarworld Energy Solutions IPO and Anand Rathi Share and Stockbrokers IPO opens for public bidding. At the same time, GK Energy IPO and Satwik Green Energy IPO closes. September 24, Jain Resource Recycling, EPAC Prefab Technologies and BMW Ventures IPOs open for public bidding. September 25, Jinkushal Industries and TruAlt Bioenergy IPOs open. Meanwhile, 4 IPOs close for public bidding. These include Seshaasai Technologies IPO, Jaro Education, Solarworld Energy Solutions and Anand Rathi Share and Stockbrokers IPO. And finally, on September 26, Jain Resource Recycling, EPAC Prefab Technologies and BMW Ventures IPOs close for public subscription. Let's start with discussing the main details about Jain Resource Recycling IPO. The biggest among the lot, Jain Resource Recycling's Rs 1,250 crore IPO opens for public bidding on September 24. The company has set a price band of Rs 220 to 232 per share for its maiden public issue, which comprises a fresh issue of 500 crore and an offer for sale of Rs 750 crore. Investors can bid for a minimum of 64 equity shares and in multiples thereafter. Retail investors can invest a minimum of Rs 14,848. The company, which recycles scrap metal into usable forms, will use Rs 375 crore of the fresh issue proceeds to repay loans. The remaining funds will be allocated for general corporate purposes to enhance the company's operational capabilities and support future growth initiatives. Seshaasai Technologies. The IPO of Mumbai-based company will open on September 23 and close on September 25 to raise Rs 813 crore at a price band of Rs 402 to 423 per share. Investors can bid for a minimum of 35 shares in one lot, requiring an investment of Rs 14,805 at the upper price band and in multiples thereafter. Backed by Florentree Nextech, an investment platform of former Blackstone India executive Matthew Syrak, the company provides payment, communication and fulfillment solutions along with IoT offerings, largely catering to the BFSI sector. It is among the largest producer of check leaves in the country. The company has no listed peer. Ahead of listing, the unlisted shares of the company were trading with more than 14% grey market premium over the IPO price. Jaro Education. The maiden public issue of Jaro Education will open for public bidding on September 23 and close on September 25 to raise 450 crore through a fresh issue of shares worth Rs 170 crore and an offer for sale of worth Rs 280 crore by promoter Sanjay Namdev Salonke. Of the fresh issuance, Rs 81 crore has been earmarked for marketing, brand building and advertising activities, Rs 45 crore for payment of debt and the rest for general corporate purposes. Founded in 2009, Jaro Education offers degree and certification programs in collaboration with its partner institutions. Investors can bid for a minimum of 16 shares, requiring an investment of Rs 14,240 at the upper price band and in multiples thereafter. Ahead of listing, the unlisted shares of the company were trading with more than 8% grey market premium over the IPO price. Solarworld Energy Solutions. Solarworld Energy Solutions will launch its Rs 490 crore IPO on September 23, which would close on September 25. The price range has been fixed at Rs 333 to 351 per share. Based in Uttar Pradesh, the company provides engineering, procurement and construction services for solar power projects. Investors can bid for a minimum of 42 shares, requiring an investment of Rs 14,742 at the upper price band and in multiples thereafter. Anand Rathi Share and Stockbrokers IPO. The much anticipated IPO of Anand Rathi Share and Stockbrokers will remain open for public bidding from September 23 to September 25 to raise Rs 745 crore entirely through a fresh issue of shares and no OFS component. The price band has been fixed at Rs 393 to 414 per share. The company plans to utilize 550 crore of the net IPO proceeds mainly for its long-term capital requirements and will keep the remaining amount for general corporate purposes. Valued at roughly 2,600 crore, Anand Rathi is a full-service brokerage offering broking, margin trading facility and distribution of financial products under the Anand Rathi brand, operating through 90 branches, 1,125 authorized persons across India and online and digital platforms. Investors can bid for a minimum of 36 shares, requiring an investment of Rs 14,904 at the upper price band and in multiples thereafter. Ahead of listing, the unlisted shares of the company are trading with more than 17% grey market premium over the IPO price. Ganesh Consumer Products. Ganesh Consumer Products, a Kolkata-based FMCG company, has set a price band of Rs 306 to 322 per share for its IPO. The issue, comprising a mix of fresh equity and an offer for sale by promoters, seeks to raise Rs 408 crore through the public issue. Subscription will remain open from September 22 and close on September 24. Investors can bid for a minimum of 46 shares, requiring an investment of Rs 14,812 at the upper price band and in multiples thereafter. Atlanta Electricals. Atlanta Electricals, which is a manufacturer of power, auto and inverter duty transformers, will launch its initial public offering on September 22 to raise Rs 687 crore. The company has fixed a price band of Rs 718 to 754 per share, valuing the company at roughly 5,800 crore at the upper price band. Investors can bid for a minimum of 19 shares, requiring an investment of Rs 14,326 at the upper price band and in multiples thereafter. Ahead of listing, the unlisted shares of the company are trading with more than 9% grey market premium over the IPO price. Jinkushal Industries. Chhattisgarh-based Jinkushal Industries, the exporter of customized and refurbished construction machines, is set to launch its IPO on September 25 to raise nearly 116 crore at a price band of Rs 115 to 121 per share. Investors can bid for a minimum of 120 shares, requiring an investment of Rs 14,520 at the upper price band and in multiples thereafter. Ahead of listing, the unlisted shares of the company are trading with more than 42% grey market premium over the IPO price. So, which IPO are you most excited about? Tell us in the comment section below. If you liked this video, please hit the like button, and for more such IPO updates, please keep following Moneycontrol.